Hello, welcome to the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. Today we have squats, spinal balances, jump rope, lunges, side planks, single leg squats, push-ups, tricep dips, and then plank shoulder taps. So we're gonna get started with squats, and then we'll move on to spinal balance. I'm gonna move these weights so I don't trip. So, just a reminder that squats are when you're dropping down rather than back, and I'm leading with my nose and then your chin up. So we're gonna sit down and then come up. Tuck your tailbone under and squeeze your glutes. That gives you full range of motion. Don't lock your knees. So if your knees are achy, do some squats. Now to add on is you can grab a weight, grab weights, grab your bungee cords, and just add some weight to it to make it more complicated, more challenging, but don't be afraid to do hard things. So we just got 10 squats. You don't have to go very fast. Keep your core engaged. I'm not going to look at the camera. I'm going to look up, tuck your tailbone under. So let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going to go to spinal balances. So we're going to come down to the ground because getting up and down, getting on and off the floor is really important as we age. So spinal balance, good neutral position. My hips are over my knees. My shoulders are over my wrists. L fingers and my middle fingers are pointed forward. That just gives you good wrist alignment. So you're not tweaking your shoulders. No, bend your elbows slightly so you're engaging your muscles. Draw your abdominals in, and then we're gonna take right arm, left leg. Reaching opposite directions, coming back down and switch sides. So you're using your spinal muscles here. And we want a strong spine, a flexible spine, so you can bend and twist and move your body. Keep your core engaged. Try not to rock and roll through your pelvis. An option to add on is you're gonna add a crunch. You're gonna take your right elbow, left knee, tuck your chin under, round and flex your spine like your cat, then make your way back to spinal balance and back down. So left arm, right leg, left elbow, right knee, come on, pull the belly in. Here's your crunch, back to spinal balance, and back down. So your choice for your spinal balance, and you may go, spinal balance seems so easy. Well, it works very specific muscles that we don't just have to squat and lunge for. Breathing, pointing through your toes and your fingers, keep your core engaged. Then we're gonna move on to jump rope. I'm gonna move my weights because I don't have so much space here. We have 60 seconds of this, so you're starting out, no rope, jumping nice and tall, lifting to your crown, elbows to your sides, core engaged. You feel your calf muscles. Progression is indoor jump ropes, is handle with the ball. So doing that. And then the gold standard is the rope. And so don't be afraid to try jump rope. And you can buy these anywhere. Your kids probably have them in the garage. If you bobble, or if your rope falls apart, I think apart just went flying. Real run on it, I did right here, folks, is just get back to it. Okay, let's try it again. The health benefits of jump rope are vast and outweigh any little dribble of pee you may get. So jump rope for your heart, jump rope for your bones, jump rope for your muscles, jump rope for your lungs, jump rope for your brain. And we've been talking about osteoporosis the last couple of days. Jumping rope is really good for it. So I'm just gonna do 10 more, 9 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I feel my calf muscles. And we tend not to do a lot of calf specific exercises here because the jump rope takes care of it. Okay, now we're gonna move on to 2 sets of 10 lunges. So you can have a wall, a chair if you want. You can have some weights. Again, because we're adding on, so don't be afraid to do hard things. You can do a static lunge where you're gonna hold. So I'm standing tall, shoulders back. I'm bringing my knee towards the ground. You don't have to go to the ground, but towards. If I was barefoot, I'd be able to see my left big toe and second toe. So I'm going to just switch sides. So we have 2 sets of these. You can do 2 sets back to back. You can break it up and go through the cycle of 1 and then come back. And shoulders back, leading with my nose. An option is to step back into a lunge. So your choice. Start tall, step back, start tall, step back. Another option is that we're going to step forward, push off, step forward, push off. So your choice, but you have 2 sets of 10 lunges, with or without weight. Then we're going to move on to side plank. So we're going to come arm across the mat. We have 2 sets per side, stacking your hips and your shoulders, 45 seconds. Try not to sink into that shoulder or that hip. You're working your obliques, which are your lateral abdominals. You can take it into a slight twist. It's really purposeful with intention, so don't rush it. Breathing. You can feel your obliques. So we have 45 seconds on one side. We're going to go 45 seconds on the other side, and then we're going to move over. You're done. Sorry. I just have my watch. Okay, now we're going to come left arm across. Okay. Again, try not to sink through your hips. Stacking hips and shoulders. Tendency is for that shoulder to kind of round forward, really opening up your chest. Again, you can add that really subtle twist if you want. Breathing. Be really mindful. Engaging. Purposeful. Seconds per side, and then we're going to repeat this. I'm going to move on so the video is not really long. Less than 10 seconds to go. With or without that twist. Your choice. Okay. Now we're going to move on to single leg squats. So I've been doing these without weights, and all it is steadiness and tall. You're working on balance, and then you're going to squat. You can go to a single leg deadlift, which is where you're kicking that leg back. So it's your choice. Changing direction adds a complexity to it. We want to focus on strength and balance. So your choice is you can add, actually I'm going to change here, a squat and then single leg deadlift. It's going to work the hamstrings as well as add complexity to the balance. So we have 10 per side, with or without a weight. And stand tall. Squat, come up, change direction. You feel it in my hamstrings. Ready? We're gonna go squat. The kickback is an option, it's not listed. So you do you. Let's go. So other side. So we're gonna add finding that balance. Add the squat. Come up, change direction. There you go. We're gonna come up, add the squat, woo, change direction. We're gonna come up, add the squat, change direction. We're gonna come up, add the squat, oops, bobble, change direction. Okay, next, so we have 10 push-ups. Then we're gonna go to tricep dips. So we're gonna get back onto the ground. Traditional push-up is a wider stance. On your knees, off your knees. You're looking forward rather than down. So you're drawing your chest down and press up. Progression is coming off your knees. As you lower yourself down, knees, press yourself up. You're trying to spend as little time on your knees as possible. And then off your knees is an option. Tricep push-ups is where your hands are much closer together. Elbows are tucked in. This is going to feel really good because we've got triceps next. So we're going to draw your chest down and press up. So it's being on your knees the whole time, progressing to be off your knees. The goal is to spend spend as much time off your knees as possible so you're really feeling in your arms. But we have 10 push-ups. Then we're gonna go to tricep dips. So, using my fancy box, a JW Woodwork made me. Fingertips facing my toes. Elbows are tucked in. So you're opening up your chest. You can, too easy, put your weighted vest across your lap. We're gonna come down and press up. So you're not only working your triceps, which are located in your upper arm, opposite of your biceps. Try, because there's 3 heads to that muscle. But you're also putting stress on the upper body here, which is important for bone strength. Try not to lock at the top, so you always keep some engagement of your muscles. My triceps are on fire. Oh, I'm gonna do a couple more. Let's do, ready? 3 more. Oh. 2 more. 1 more. Oh, my triceps. Okay, now we're gonna move on to plank shoulder taps. So I'm gonna start with a good neutral wrist. Shoulders right over your wrists, legs off the mat. So this is key, is as soon as you bring your shoulders back behind your wrist, start to lift your bum up in the air. And that's actually not as effective, and it's easier. A couple days ago, I saw people at the gym doing it, and my yoga instructor and me wanted to go over and say, can I help you fix your plank? Because they're doing the easy version. Plus, they can actually hurt themselves. So, don't lock your elbows, core engaged. Let's bring our feet together this time. So you're gonna squeeze your inner thighs together. Again, don't lock your elbows, that's really important. So you're engaging your muscles. Draw your abdominals in, and we're gonna take your right hand and take your left shoulder back to plank. Soften that right elbow, left hand takes your right shoulder back. So breathing, adding the twist. Don't lock those elbows. Try not to rock and roll too much, but a little bit is normal. Again, really trying to stay forward because I tend to back off. Be really mindful and intentional with your movement. Let's go 2 more. So 1 set is right shoulder tap, left shoulder tap. That's 1. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, thank you for participating in the Everyday Purposeful Movement Challenge. Don't forget, if you got 2 sets of something, get back to them. Raging well together. Have a great day.